We know that Hitler and the Nazis learned from Lenin, learned from Stalin. They were inspired by the concentration camps, other forms and the ingredients of the death camps, concentration camps, etc. But I was very interested in your book. You show that Hitler and the Nazis also took their ideas from the Democrats on segregation.
Yes, I outlined three lessons that Hitler learned either from American progressives or specifically from the Democratic Party. And you mentioned one, so I'll elaborate. When the Nazis got together to draft the Nuremberg Laws, these are the Nuremberg Laws of 1935, which outlawed intermarriage between Jews and other Germans, which segregated Jews into ghettos, which involved state-sponsored discrimination against Jews and later confiscation of Jewish property. So the Nazis were very excited. They thought that they were establishing the world's first racist state. They even had a stenographer present to record the meeting, which they thought had historic significance. And one of the Nazis who had happened to have studied in the United States kind of spoiled the picnic by saying, sorry, guys, we can't create the world's first racist state because the Democratic Party in the American South has already done it. Everything that we want to do, they've already done. We want to do outlawing intermarriage. They have anti-miscegenation laws. We want to segregate. They already segregate. We want state-sponsored discrimination. They've been there. So all we need to do is take the democratic laws as a blueprint, essentially cross out the word black, write in the word Jew, and we're off to the races. And so the Nazis then sit around looking at the blueprints of the democratic laws and get into a sort of an intense debate about how these laws can simply be modified to create the Nuremberg Laws. So I knew that there were when I started the book, I knew that there were some chilling similarities on both sides of the Atlantic, but I had no idea that the high-level Nazis are actually sitting around swapping and debating and using as a reference point for the Nuremberg Laws, the laws of the Democratic Party.
But Dinesh, one very interesting fact that you discuss is that it turns out that when the Nazis were agonizing about racial identity and some of their own rules that they were going to make, that the left, the Democrats, were actually too racist for them. Right?
Well, this is almost, I owe this observation to the Yale legal scholar James Whitman, who discovered a very interesting sideline to this debate. The Nazis were basically considering the question of who is a Jew. And so they turned to the Nazi who studied in America and they said, well, how do they solve this? How do the Democrats deal with this issue since there's been intermarriage and intermixing? How do you peg a group? And so this guy says, oh, the Americans, Democrats have an excellent solution. It's called the one-drop rule. Basically, if you have any discernible quantity of black blood, you're black. And the Nazis look at each other and they go, whoa, that's way too much for us, man. We can't go along with that. In other words, as you say, they thought the Democrats were too racist for them. And in fact, the Nuremberg Laws took a much softer line. You had to have 3 Jewish grandparents to automatically qualify as Jewish under the Nuremberg Laws.